يتفرقوا. They are not supposed to be divided again. Why? Because Allah said, وَاذْكُرُوا نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ عَلَيْكُمْ. Remember the blessing that Allah have given us. إِذْ كُنْتُمْ أَعْدَاءً فَأَلَّفَ بَيْنَ قُلُوبِكُمْ. Once upon a time, we are enemy. We know not among ourselves. We do not know who we are. Everybody is by themselves. Every tribe by themselves. Every nation by themselves. Even today you can see neighbors don't know who they are. Who is their neighbor, the next neighbor. Because we just don't care. We live like strangers. Sometimes we treat everyone like enemy, very suspicious. We have all this negative feeling. It's part of our upbringing and environment. Then Allah said, remember, my blessing, once upon a time you are enemy, stranger to one another. But with my ni'mah, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, with Islam, you all become brethren, become brothers and sisters. Not only in this life, you become a family here to the hereafter. To the extent that every Muslim, when he performs prayer, they pray for every Muslim. Whether you know them or not, you are praying for all of them. Every Jum'at, the Imam will make a general prayer to all Muslim, male and female, and those who are still alive or those who have passed away. Allahu Akbar. It's a ni'mah. So you don't have to worry anymore if you die anywhere. You don't have to worry if you don't have family, you don't have children, anything. But the Muslim will pray for your soul. It's a great ni'mah. So today, it's very hard to see a Muslim who believe in Allah, who have taqwa, who hold to the teaching of Islam. They don't care about the teaching of Islam anymore. They care about themselves. They care about their feeling. And they ignore what Allah wants them to do. It's the best. This is the issue that we are going to discuss again today. Brothers and sisters, Surah Al-Hujurat. If I am not wrong, today we should go to page 28. Yeah? Anybody who was here last week? Are we going to page 28? Yeah. The last ayah. Yeah? But before that, I just like to remind myself and all the good brothers and sisters, when we are here to seek knowledge, rule number one, we must have the right intention. Our intention is purely for Allah, and our intention is to implement the knowledge that we have learned. Not just be around. Yeah? That is the first intention. The second intention is don't forget to pray to Allah. May Allah increase in us knowledge that's sure to benefit us. The knowledge that's sure to benefit us. What knowledge that can benefit you is what Allah said and what the Prophet said is pure knowledge, and when you follow, it's sure to give you a good ending. It's sure to overcome all your problems that you are not aware of. Even those who you're aware of, Allah said, if you have any confusion, dispute, disagreement in any matter within yourself, even within ourselves, conflict, value, conflict thoughts, come back to my guidance. Farudduhu ilallah wa rasul. Come back to me, to the book of Allah, the Holy Quran, and the Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's how we solve our problem. Brothers and sisters, the last class we were talking about the etiquette with respect to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then we quote the first ayah to the third ayah of Surah Al-Hujurat. Surah Al-Hujurat is known to be Surah Al-Ahzab and Surah Al-Adab, a chapter that is here to reinforce our attitude, our manners, our character towards Allah and the Prophet ﷺ. It's very important to have the right adab. What are lacking among the ummah today, even we try to make them better, we fail. And we fail again. Why? Because we don't care what Allah wants us to do and what the Prophet have taught us. We just like to follow what we want to do and what people say and what the majority say. Islam have nothing to do with what the majority say. It's what Allah said. I quote again the first ayah of Surah Al-Hujurat. Start with أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تقدموا بين يدي الله ورسوله واتقوا الله إن الله سميع عليم. Now Allah is telling us, calling upon all who believe in Him, you are not supposed to put ahead the saying of anybody, including your saying, before Allah and the Prophet ﷺ. Anything to do with religion, the do and don't, no one knows better than Allah, and no one understands more than our Prophet ﷺ. Just be a good follower. Why? Inna Allah Sami'un Alim. Because Allah, at the end of this first ayah, told us, Inna Allah Sami'un Alim. He, Allah, the all-hearing, then all Sami'un Alim, all-knowing. There are a lot of things we do not know. But Allah is telling us He knows everything. So you just follow Him. Then Allah continue by saying, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu la tarfa'u aswatakum fawqa sawti nabi wa la tajharu biqawli kajahri ba'dikum li ba'din an tahbata a'malakum wa antum la tash'urun. O you who believe, raise not your voices above the voice of the Prophet, nor speak aloud to him. In any time when you are talking to the Prophet, you are not supposed to raise up your voice. Show disrespect to the Prophet as you speak aloud to one another. Normally, we will speak very loud among ourselves. Even the Quran later on informed us, you are not supposed to raise up your voice in front of your parents. وَلَا تَقُلْ لَهُمَا أُفٍّ وَلَا تَنْهَرْهُمَا وَقُلْ لَهُمَا قَوْلًا كَرِيمًا. When we are talking to our parents, even you are right, they are wrong. You have no right to raise up your voice. You must be humble, talk to them nicely, with respect. If they are not listening, just hold on, be patient. Just be patient. Maybe your approach is not right. Maybe the word that you use is not correct. Show that you have disrespect to them. Even they are wrong, you still respect them as your parent. Then they will come to term. Normally parents who believe in Allah and the Prophet, when you talk to them nicely, they listen. So important to have this adab. Yeah? So the Prophet, this ayah actually was revealed because an incident happened in the time of our Prophet ﷺ. It struck two very important figures, Abu Bakr and Umar. These two Sahaba is guaranteed by the Prophet to go to Jannah. But then there is a situation that these two was arguing, not really by arguing in the sense they disagreed one to another, because while the Prophet was receiving the delegation from Banu Tamim, there's a group of people came to the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. So one of them recommended Al-Aqra bin Habis. the member of the Banu Mujasi, while the other recommend another Ben Nafi. And who are these two? Abu Bakr recommend one person to be the leader, spokesman for his group. Omar give another person, suggest another person. In front the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they raise up their voice. Before the Prophet asks them any opinion, they start to give their opinion. This is an adab. When the Prophet is talking or he is engaging with somebody, no one should interfere until the Prophet asks you for an opinion. Show respect is like when a parent is talking, you should not just come in between. Respect them. If you want, you just give a signal. If they allow you to speak, then you speak. But if something personal, you should whisper to the person who is chairing the meeting. It's just like when in a meeting in Islam, you are not supposed to just agree, disagree. No. The chairperson is there. Normally, the time the Prophet is a leader, he will be the chairman in any meeting. So after the Prophet will share with you one issue, and then he may open to seek your opinion. Opinion 1, 2, 3. There's a time you give your opinion. But remember, your opinion is not to say, I disagree. No, you cannot say that. Your opinion is to give what you know best. No problem. A may say, I think like this. B may say, my opinion is like that. No problem. But B or C cannot. I disagree with A. And then C may disagree with you. We are not here to ask for agreement or disagree. Just give your opinion. You give your opinion. Next opinion, no opinion, move on. At the end of the day, we will trust the chairperson. You must have that trust that the leader will have his wisdom to decide what is best. That is the adab. Today in a meeting, only Allah knows. And sometimes you seem to be silent, but after that, there's another mini meeting. One group. Everybody is doing another individual meeting. Talk, but because the Prophet is there, no. You control. That means you have piety. And if something that you have done earlier, not to show disrespect for the Prophet, being human, sometimes we are very fast before people ask for opinion. You know, I think like that. Oh. You are very fast in giving opinion. And sometimes the worst thing, you don't even have any dalil, any evidence from the Islamic reference, and they would like to give opinion. So, the Prophet ﷺ was reminded by Allah, those who have passed the test, and now whoever passed the test, that is a sign of piety. And whatever mistake you have done before, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Lahum ma'afiratun wa ajrun azim. Allah will forgive the past. Mistake done, Allah forgive. Yeah. Now, we are going to continue. Inna lazina yunadunaka min wara'il hujarat. Inna lazina yunaduka min wara'il hujarat. Aksaruhum la yaqilun. Walau annahum sabaru hatta takhruja ilayhim lakana khairul lahum. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala now is showing us the adab, the manners relating to we and our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Those who call you behind the dwelling, most of them have no. The Malay used to say, tada akai. Yeah. because you have no adab. If you want to talk to the Prophet, you want to call him and engage with him, have patience. Allah said, yeah, وَلَوْ أَنَّهُمْ صَبَرُوا حَتَّى تَخْرُجَ إِلَيْهِمْ لَكَانَ خَيْرٌ لَهُمْ. Allah is telling, if they had patience till the Prophet come out, and then you see him now, and then you engage with him, it would have been better for them. This is one of the adab. We go to the house of anybody, you don't start to talk from outside. Wait for them to open the door. You see them, you give salam to them, and then you can start to engage. Don't keep on screaming, shouting. You're not supposed to do that. First thing, you can give salam. First salam, you can hear some movement, but no response from inside. Don't rush. Maybe they are having some issue. Second salam. Third salam. Then the Prophet said, go back. Maybe they have some problem inside. So they are not ready to accept any guest yet. There is adab. And even when you want to visit anybody, when you knock at the door, you give salam. Don't stand in front of the door. Don't do that. Don't peep inside the window. The window is for ventilation, not for people to come and look inside. No, maybe they are not covered yet, the sisters, the wife. Yeah. So you must honor them. You just stand, knock at the door, your eye look sideways. Or you can look back, not facing the gate, because this is adab. If the person wants to see who is knocking at the door, and then if they don't want to open for you, you don't force them. Just give 3 salam. 1 salam, 2 salam, 3rd salam. If they don't respond, it's better for you to leave. Come back next time. Adab. Islamic adab is so beautiful, brothers and sisters. If only we follow. And there was a man too, in the time of the Prophet. And his name is Thabit bin Qais. I quote this last week. Thabit bin Qais, and the man said, oh Allah, I will find out. Because suddenly he disappeared. He did not. He was very close to the Prophet too. Suddenly the Prophet realized one of the companions don't seem to be around anymore. So they went to look for this guy. Then Thabit said, an evil matter, because he said that he used to raise his voice above the voice of the Prophet. He feared that all his good deed is gone. So he do not want to be with the Prophet anymore. Why? Because he normally have a loud voice. And the ayah is about people who raise their voice in front of the Prophet. The news came to the Prophet, and the Prophet said, Izhab ilayhi faqullahu innaka lasta min ahli nar walakinnaka min ahli jannah. He said to the companion, go back to see Thabit and tell him this news. You are not among the people of hellfire, but you are among the people of paradise. This makes Thabit become so happy, and then he came back. And then the Prophet said, because you do not raise up your voice to show disrespect, it so happened, you have a loud voice. Sometimes in a family, we always remind people, be careful when you talk to one another, especially among the family, husband and wife. But on and off, I encounter that the wife used to raise up their voice aloud when they talk to the husband. So deep in my heart, I say, I have been telling all of you the adab of talking to one another. The husband is a leader of the house. But then later on we realize they have to raise up the voice because the husband don't hear them, yeah, if they don't raise up the voice. The husband have some hearing problem. So if that is the reason, no problem. Because we are worried if you don't show good adab when you communicate with one another, your children is going to look at you. And is this how you raise up your children also will raise their voice when they talk to one of the parents. And that is very, very bad. Yeah? So this adab is very important. Now, then the Prophet ﷺ also reinforced another ayah, yeah? In Surah An-Nur verses 23. Surah Nur is 63, not 23, 63, verse 63, chapter 24. Yeah? Chapter 24. لا تجعلوا دعاء الرسول بينكم كدعاء بعضكم بعضا. Now Allah keep on reminding us the adab. Make not the calling of the messenger Muhammad among you as your calling of one another. When you call one another, you can scream, but not to the Prophet. You have to go close to him, you know, and talk to him. But now the Prophet is not with us anymore. Yeah, this is how the companion Abu Bakr and Umar, the great companion, to the extent that Abu Bakr said to Umar, you seems to always disagree with me. I propose somebody, you propose anyone. Umar said, no, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just giving my opinion. So sometimes opinion, when it contradict one another, you can feel that like somebody dislike your opinion. Always your idea, somebody will say another thing. But opinion is just an opinion. So when they argue and the ayah was revealed, after that, none of them dare to raise up their voice in front of the Prophet ﷺ. So this is how we learn. If anybody said, this is a sunnah, the Prophet said so, and there is evident truth, not just saying, Alhamdulillah, no more argument. Just listen. As though as the Prophet is talking to you, there is the adab. It's like today, when people recite an ayah, it's Allah's word, Allah is talking to us. Are you going to just ignore and feel that it's not important? It's not logic to you? You cannot do that. That show you Allah is talking to you through the Quran, His speech, Kalam Allah, and you show the respect to Him. This is very bad. Today, this is happening to all of us. We don't care what Allah said anymore. We are worried about what people say. We are not worried about what Allah said. That is how weak our iman today. In Surah, the same surahs, Surah 24 was 62, just now is 63. We go back one ayah before. إنما المؤمنون الذين آمنوا بالله ورسوله وإذا كانوا معه على أمر جامع لم يذهبوا حتى يستأذنوه. The true believers, Allah is telling us, are we among the true believers? Now Allah is telling us, the true believers are only those who believe in the oneness of Allah. You believe what Allah wants you to do is the best. And His messenger, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, His sunnah. And when they are with Him on some common matter, they go not away until they have asked his permission. You cannot just leave, yeah, without asking permission from the Prophet. It's like a meeting. You cannot just disagree and leave. You cannot do that. There's no adab. Islamically, when Allah said, do not leave without permission, if you leave, you are doing something haram. It's a sin. When Allah said no, and you say you do, you commit a sin. Anything that when Allah said no, you cannot. If you do, you make a mistake. You should be humble, be patient. In any discussion, patience is very important. Try to think positively. Maybe what they say may have some truth, but what happened today, very sad. We heard from our people, our students, when somebody says something somewhere, you should do this, do that. Islam say that, the Prophet, so they ask for dalil. They are not happy when you ask for dalil. You ask them, is there an ayah that Allah said so? What you just said? Is there a hadith that the Prophet? They get upset. You don't trust me? That is not the way. A scholar cannot be upset. The scholar must have the extra patience. If a student asks you for any evidence, you just have to, okay, you can go back, you open this surah, this chapter, and this ayah. Because it's important when they want to convey the message they learn to another friend or the family member, maybe their friend or the member will ask him, where do you learn this from? Who said that? In the Quran. If you say so and so, he is always like that. That guy always controversial. You see, unnecessary. But you say, no, it's not his word. This is the ayah that he showed me. He can be wrong, but Allah cannot be wrong. If you have doubts with Allah, you have problem. Allah said, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابِ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. In this book, the Quran, anything that comes from the book, there is no doubt in it. Allah said that. ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابِ لَا رَيْبَ. How can, when you quote an ayah, and then they still have doubt, if they just say, so and so said, oh, I disagree with him, no problem. You can disagree with me. But if the ayah is been shown to you, you disagree. You are not disagreeing with the scholar. You are disagreeing with Allah. How can we say that we believe in him and we go against him? Yeah. In Surah Mujadalah, verses 12. Surah Mujadalah is Surah 58. Yeah? Allah said again, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu iza najaytumur rasul faqaddimu bayna yaday najwakum sadaqa. Zalika khairul lakum wa athhar. Fa illam tajidu fa inna Allaha ghafurur rahim. This is another adab that majority of the people don't follow anymore. Allah, let us reflect to this. Oh, you who believe, when you want to consult the Prophet Muhammad in private matter, that means when you seek counseling, you want to get advice from him privately, because they are advice that the Prophet gives openly to everybody, but if we have our own problem, then we should consult him privately. Yeah? So Allah said, O you who believe, when you want to consult the messenger, Prophet Muhammad in private, spend something in charity before your private consultation. Spend. Do some good deeds. Yeah. Now is the beginning of the Zulhijjah. It's a good time for us to engage in sadaqah, charity. Yeah. And it's very, very important for everyone who have the means to make sure you offer a korban. Every day, participate. Yeah? Minimum one in a family. One goat, one sheep in a family, minimum. If you want to do more than that, you're welcome. But one goat or sheep is sufficient for the family. But can you do more? You're welcome. Yeah. And when you engage in that, brother and sister, you know what you're not supposed to do. No cutting of fingernail, no cutting of hair. All this you must hold on until the 10th of Zulhijjah. Yeah? So now the Prophet was reminded by Allah to tell the one who believe in Allah that when anybody want to get advice, consultation, counseling from the Prophet, they should spend something in charity before doing that. You want to solve your problem, do something good, and Allah will make it easy for you. Yeah? Even the Prophet said, tasaddaqu. Yeah? They say, give charity, because charity is one of the way to help you to overcome your pain, your suffering. Yeah? They say, dawu mardakum. Seek medication through charity. In Islam, when you're in pain, you're not well, also the Prophet said, dawu mardakum bisadaqah. Yeah, give charity. Yeah. Then may Allah accept your prayer. Oh Allah, I've done this for you. If this charity is good enough, answer my prayer to this good charity. Yeah, cure my sickness. Do that. That will be better and purer for you, Allah said. But if you find not the mean to do any charity, then verily Allah is of forgiving and most merciful. For those who don't have the mean, you don't have to force yourself. No. But you have the mean. Are you feeling that doing something good for Allah, you will lose something? No. You gain every good deeds that you done for the sake of Allah. Allah replace with 10 times to 700 times. Allah has made it obligatory upon the believer to obey Him, and He has also made it obligatory to love Him, to love the Prophet. Yeah, because you are not supposed, to show disrespect to the Messenger of Allah. To the extent Allah said, "Qul in kuntum tuhibbunallah fattabi'uni yuhibbukumullah." In Surah Ali Imran, verses 31, Allah said, if you say you love Allah, you have to love His Messenger. You have to follow. How you show that you love Prophet Muhammad? Not just salawat, salawat, salawat all the time. Then what He wants you to do, you don't do. Celebrate His birthday. None celebrate His birthday. None of the wives celebrate His birthday. Yeah. One of the wife, the first wife, Khadija, is one of the noblest and also the richest woman at that time. Never celebrate the birthday of the Prophet. None of the companions celebrate his birthday. But we are starting to celebrate the birthday. And we are wearing caps sometimes that don't belong to us. And we are blowing candles. That is again the teaching of Islam. To blow into a food, even if it's hot, you cannot blow. Just put in a bigger jug so that it will get cooler fast. You can drink. But we don't care now. Who introduced this kind of culture? Birthday and all this. Is when we have been colonized. After we have been colonized, the foreign force introduced their culture. Then we pick up. And they left us, we still follow until today. You should be grateful to Allah Now you're 1 year old, 10 years old, 20 years old. Yeah, you can do some charity work. You can makan, no problem. Always when we want to makan, we want to have sweets. Yeah, no problem. But you don't have to do like how they have taught us to do. Blowing of candle, no need. You just make a prayer, make dua. Nothing wrong to have a family gathering. Recall how old you are so that it reminds you, now, what have you been doing? Have you become a better person or you become worse? Are you a grateful daughter or son? Must the parent keep on paying for your birthday, spending on you, or you should spend on them? Without them, there's no birthday for you. You should be thankful to your papa and bring them to have a good dinner. Give them a surprise. Buy durian Musang King for them if they love Musang King. Example. That should be the other way. But today, we parents, alhamdulillah, have been giving and giving until today. Alhamdulillah, we have good parents. But when are you going to give back? After they die, it's too late. It's too late. The minute you have the opportunity to do something good, just do it. Yeah? Anybody who loves the Prophet ﷺ, it's very simple. Just obey him and Allah will love you. In Surah Muhammad, Surah 47, verse 33, Allah said again, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu, ati Allah wa ati'ur rasul. O you who believe, obey Allah and obey the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When Allah commands us to obey him, he always reminds us to obey his messenger. Because nobody can come closer to Allah without following his messenger. And that's why he chose only one man until the end of time to be his last messenger, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as a what? Rahmatul lil alamin, to bring mercy to the world. Not only to you, to me, to everyone, to every nation, every tribe. Not only to the Arabs, to everybody. And that is what Islam promised us, to bring peace to everybody, to honor every color, black, white, brown, you just name it. As long as you are Allah's creation, we honor you. Not only we honor human, we honor even animals. You know, a prostitute was forgiven by Allah because she showed mercy to a dying dog. A dog that is so thirsty is going, by showing mercy to a dying dog. You know, we don't like dogs. But in return, Allah forgive all her past sin. And a person was punished and go to hell because they torture a cat. You don't want to take care of the cat, just let it free. Don't underestimate animals, Allah's creation. And the latest video where we saw came to us. This crazy guy, only Allah will give him guidance. He poured kerosene on a cat. He poured kerosene on the cat and he put the fire on the cat. The cat just keep on running. What can the cat do? He feel the heat now. He keep on running up and down, climb the tree, down again. He was burned to death. And those who are involved in the taking care of animals is asking whoever know who this guy is, let us know, because we want to bring him to the court. We are going to punish him. You have no right to ill-treat Allah's creation. Now, It's important to understand, brothers and sisters, to what level we should follow the Sunnah of the Prophet. Now Allah said in Surah Nur, Surah 24, verse 63, فَلْيَحْذَرِ الَّذِينَ يُخَالِفُونَ عَنْ أَمْرِهِ أَنْ تُصِيبَهُمْ فِتْنَةٌ أَوْ يُصِيبَهُمْ عَذَابٌ أَلِيمٌ. Allahu Akbar. And that those, now Allah is telling us to inform any one of us who claim to be a Muslim. Allah said, and let those who oppose the messengers, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, commandment, sunnah, his way. When the Prophet said, do this, they just ignore. When the Prophet said, don't do that, they just love to do what the Prophet said no. So Allah said, and let those who oppose, who reject the teaching of Prophet Muhammad, his sunnah, order of worship, or whatever he will command us to do, among the sect, beware, lest some fitna, disbelief, trial, affliction, earthquake, killing, overpowered by a tyrant should befall them, or a painful torment be inflicted on them. Going against the teaching of the Prophet can create fitna to you. And sometimes people create fitna to the Prophet, talk bad about the Prophet. Because of what? Because of us, whose follower. The Muslims show bad example. The Muslims are not supposed to lie, to cheat, to be trustworthy. They must be trustworthy. But now the Muslim is just like anybody. Anything goes. They lie, they cheat, they misbehave, they do all what sins that we don't do today. What sins that other people does and we don't do. Almost nothing. We are more than them sometimes. Sometimes we are worse than other people. Especially the sin of throwing children. You have an illegal relationship, then there are ways to overcome that problem. Not to the extent that you are so patient to get pregnant for 7 to 9 months, delivered a baby, and you throw the baby away. What are you doing? Even animals don't do this to their baby. We are worse than animals. And sad to hear that sometimes this kind of thing, you look at the ratio, more is done by us. Where they're not yet Muslim, it's common to have baby, even they want to adopt baby when they are not married. It's no problem. But we Muslims should set good example. When you go against the teaching of the Prophet, be careful. You create fitna. And Allah said, you will receive a very stern torment, severe punishment. Because people attack Prophet Muhammad, so that is so good. Because of us, we show bad example. We thought we do a good thing. And the Prophet did mention in one of the other hadith, he said that every prophet will not be sent before me until Allah prepare a group of Hawariyun. Hawariyun means loyal, committed follower, sincere follower that follow the teaching of that prophet. Whatever the Prophet want them to do, they will just do. That's all. Then there will come a time after that, a group of people who is still claiming to be the follower will do just the opposite. What the Prophet want them to do, they just ignore. What they want to do, what the Prophet said, don't they do it. As though that they know better than the Prophet. So they are misleading the public. When you come across this group, the Prophet said, then jihad will be declared. You have the power, you change with your power. You don't have the power, you change with your word. That means you must speak out, tell them this is wrong, don't do it. You cannot just keep quiet. But if you don't have the knowledge to tell, you know it's wrong. But who are you to tell them? You don't have the knowledge, you don't have the authority. But your common sense tell you it's wrong. What should we do? What should we do, brothers and sisters? The least that we can do is what? We dislike what they do. We don't agree upon. From the heart, I hate this person doing all these things. And that is the weakest iman, the Prophet said. If you don't have the dislike at all, that means, okay lah, whatever people do that's against Quran, to me okay. If they are not yet Muslim, it's different. These are those who claim to be Muslim. They dare to go against Allah and the Prophet, and you feel okay, then you know there's no more iman. When you don't feel anything, you know there's no iman in you anymore. It's like people talk against the Prophet and you don't feel anything. You must feel. Even until today, if I engage myself with my family member, my own family member who are not yet Muslim, if they say anything bad and negative about Islam, I will defend. Please, brother, sister, do you know what is Islam yet? Have you read the Quran? So don't make any comment about Islam when you don't know. You go against my Prophet. Have you read his teaching? Have you read his hadith? You know who is this man? Have you learned about his biography? Please. You can talk bad about me. No problem. I can be good. I can be bad. I'm a human. I can be wrong. But don't ever say anything against my God, Allah, and my Prophet. If they say it and you say nothing, you feel okay, you know something is very wrong with you. These are signs that we must remember. And that's why Allah said that this is not minor. Whoever go against his teaching, and tusibahum fitnah, fitnah will come, or yusibahum azabun alim. A torment will come upon you. Thing is coming. Thing is coming very, very severe. Just give you one example. COVID-19. The command is very simple. The Prophet time, stay away. Prevent yourself. Prevention is better than cure. Quarantine yourself. And the government use the same implication and try to say, if you want to move around, wear mask. Example. In the public, why not? When you are not in the public, then it's okay. In the family, it's okay. But try your best to make sure that you help one another. Now we know the number increased again. And the worst is in India. Because they don't care. If you don't want to believe, it's up to you. We should have an island, no? An island. For what? For those who don't believe in this, you stay in the island for a while, half a year. Then you can do anything you like. So we can control, quarantine the island. I mean, when thing is serious, everybody must respond. Now, Allah in Surah Hashar, Surah Hashar, Surah 59, verse 7, said again, وَمَا آتَاكُمُ الرَّسُولُ فَخُذُوهُ وَمَا نَهَاكُمْ عَنْهُ فَانْتَهُوا. Now Allah keep on reminding us from the ayah to ayah, whatever the Prophet ﷺ gave you, whatever the Prophet want you to do, take it. And whatever he forbid you, abstain from it. This is what Allah said. When the Prophet want you to do something, just do it. Because he was sent to guide us. And he is the best example. Just do. The ending you will see. We want to have a good ending. Allah said, وَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ. Make sure that you will not end your life until you have submit to the teaching of Allah and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is a very clear evidence from Surah Hashar, Surah 59, verse 7. وَمَا آتَاكُمُ الرَّسُولُ فَخُذُوهُ وَمَا نَهَاكُمْ عَنْهُ فَانْتَهُوا. Whatever the Prophet have taught you, want you to do, just take it. Why? Because the Prophet will never say anything without guidance. He's not like you and me. We will say according to our feeling. No, the Prophet وَمَا يَنْتِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا الْوَحْيُ يُوحَىٰ. He will never say anything except what Allah revealed to him. He is guided. We are not guided. And Allah has said, He is the best example. لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ. So by following Him, you will never go wrong. Follow other than Him, only Allah knows. Yeah? So simple our life. Follow one man, you'll be okay. But we prefer to follow so many people and keep on failing, keep on having problem upon problem, unsolved problem, because we don't listen to advice. Yeah? That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to us again in Surah Ali Imran. I quote this ayah earlier in Surah 3 verses 31. Allah said, قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي يُحْبِبْكُمُ اللَّهُ وَيَغْفِرْ لَكُمْ ذُنُوبَكُمْ وَاللَّهُ غَفُورٌ رَحِيمٌ. Say, O Muhammad, to all of us, if you really love Allah, follow me. So follow the Prophet is a condition to attain the love of Allah Rabbul Alameen. Fattabi'uni, after you follow me, yuhbibkum Allah, Allah is sure to love you in return, because you are following His commandment. And when Allah loves us, brother and sister, when you love somebody, what happens normally? If somebody have done wrong to you, like our children have been so wrong to us, but because our love is there to them, normally what we will do? Punish them? Chase them out from the house? Disown them? No. Because our love is so strong. Even how wrong they are, we forgive them. We keep on forgiving. It says that when we are loved, somebody, and he make a mistake, being human, they can make mistake. We are not going to judge them. We are going to forgive them because we have the love. It's okay. When you care for somebody and you're helping them, he asks you, can you lend me 100 ringgit? But you love the guy, 100, no problem. And he don't pay back. Normally what we will do? Go after him, get a lawyer to sue him in court, and you have to pay more. You just lend him 100 ringgit, you want to sue him. You have to pay thousands and thousands of dollars because of that. It's okay, $100. It's bad time, I forgive him. That's why Allah said, when Allah loves you, Allah will forgive you. There is a beauty in I will forgive your sin. Lastly, if a person is commanded to obey and one may not go against what he states, then one must also continually behave in the proper way towards the Prophet under all circumstances. The Prophet was sent to show us how to live the day you were born. When you were born, when the newborn, what to do. The Prophet was there to show you. 7 days, you have to do akikah for those who have the mean. You have to shave the baby's hair and you weigh their hair and give sadaqah. You do tahniq, you confirm the name of the baby. From the beginning, from cradle to grave. When you die, what is going to happen? Everything is there. When Sakaratul Maut, what are you going to talk to your loved one who is suffering, is dying? You are going to bring some form to him to sign? Hey, Papa, you forget to sign, no? So that when you die, easy. I got everything already. No? You just have to remind them, La ilaha illallah. Whisper to their ear, La ilaha illallah. Everything. You want to do business, how to do business. You want to have a good neighbor, how to be good to your neighbor. Everything, how to be a good worker, how to be a good son, a good student, a good husband, a good wife, a good daughter. Everything is in Islam. The problem is, Allah said, Al-yawma akmaltu lakum dinakum, I have perfected this religion for you. Wa atmamtu alaikum ni'mati, I completed my favor upon you. Wa raditu lakum Islam dina, and I choose this religion for you. We choose not to follow. Stubborn. And Allah warns us, if you choose that, if you think you know better, Allah said what? Allah said, وَمَنْ يَبْتَغِي غَيْرَ الْإِسْلَامَ دِينًا فَلَنْ يُقْبَلَ مِنْهُ وَهُوَ فِي الْآخِرَةِ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. Whoever choose other than the Islamic way, my way, Allah said, I, Allah, فَلَنْ يُقْبَلَ مِنْهُ, I will not accept it. You feel good to follow what you want. Allah said, I will not accept. وَهُوَ فِي الْآخِرَةِ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. You think that you will have you have made the right choice. Allah said, I don't accept. And remember, in the day of judgment, you come back to Him, you will see that you will become a loser. You thought that you have been a winner all the time. No. Allah said, وَهُوَ فِي الْآخِرَةِ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. In the day of judgment, you all will be a loser. So Islam is here to guide us, brother and sister. Learn the etiquette towards the Prophet. Don't ignore his teaching. Try your best. If you don't understand, learn. Until you understand, and when you act upon it, you can see the beauty of following the sunnah of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And inshallah, we'll continue the rest in the coming class. If there's any question, now you open for Q&A. Tafaddal. Any question from the sisters first? Now, pass the mic. Please pass the mic.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Ustaz, I want to know about the Korban. You said just now one sheep for the whole family is not one cow for the whole family is not divided into 7?
Oh yeah, no. One cow, the one that the Prophet taught us is at least one sheep for the whole family. The Prophet slaughtered 2 sheep every year. Not only for those who perform Hajj, for those who don't perform, but you have the mean, the Prophet said, 1 sheep is for him and his family, and another sheep for his ummah. And that only applies for the Prophet. For us, we can do 1 goat or 1 sheep for the whole family. Yeah. But if you want to do 1 cow, it's good. The more, the better. But minimum 1 goat for the whole family. Pardon?
Regardless the
Regardless. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. Now. You want? Okay. Yeah.
Which means one cow for one family can.
Yes.
No need to like, oh, it's 7 portions, so only 7 members of the family.
No. Because one goat also can for all the family members. One cow is more, it's like a 7 people taking part. But if you have 10 people or 15 in the family, one cow, alhamdulillah. Yeah, it's like 7 people is like representing 7 goats, a cow. There is an hadith, the Prophet even said that for a camel, a big one, camel you got the different size. The big one can be shared by 10 people also. But the normal size, 7. Cow, 7. Yeah. But for this korban, korban on it. But the korban that people want to participate in Hajj. For Hajj, everyone one goat. Or 7 people who perform Hajj share one cow. That is for people performing Hajj. Those who are not performing Hajj, like all of us. Yeah. Even the Prophet gave an order. He said, those who have the means to offer a korban and refuse to do it, don't come and perform the Eid prayer. Don't join the Eid prayer. What is a korban per year? You can eat some and you share with the poor and the needy. That's why Al-Qadim do it every year too. And this year we have majority we do the korban here. We have also activities in Cambodia, Fiji, and also Papua New Guinea, which we have our contact, especially for those reverts, family who are new to Islam. We try to show them that we care about that. A lot of people are doing a lot of korban everywhere. But please remember, when you want to do something for Allah, don't give the last one. Don't go and bargain for the cheaper and the cheapest. Remember what Allah said, "Lan tanaru bir hatta tunfiqu mimma tuhibbun." Whatever your sacrifice is not considered as good to the sight in the sight of Allah until you prepare to give what you love most. We don't take care of cattle anymore. If the person who take care of the goat, take care of the cow, they see the cow grow, or they clean the cow, they are very passionate. And they love this, the thing that you love most, you sacrifice. That is the best value. We were informed this year by some good friend of us that be careful, there's a lot of lying and cheating for people who involved in korban. The one who is selling the cow and goat. They purposely wet the animal and make it way heavier, because when it's wet, they weigh it. So there's a lot of cheating in business today, even in korban. Sometimes the animal is sick. The Prophet said animal that is sick cannot use as a korban. Defected, one eye, one the ear, is defective, you cannot use that as a korban. Make sure the animal is healthy, good, then you can do korban. Naam. Next question. Any next question from the sister, please? Fadal.
For Jumaat Salah, now that we can't go, it's difficult to go actually to the mosque. Can we do it at home, or is there any minimum, maximum person that has to do it with us, for the man especially?
Yeah, for the men, they should try the best. I think what the mosque is trying to do, for those now when they are more relaxed, they will want the local people to register to make sure that at least you don't miss the Jumat 3 year time continuously. Then you take turn. I think now it's more relaxed. Yeah? They allow more and more to come in. Yeah? But they call you to register yourself, or you can call in and tell them I'm from this area. Then they'll send you, and like an invitation. Okay, you can come this Jumat. I think the reason they do that is because of what is happening of this COVID-19 is so dangerous. They do not want this thing to go out of control again. Yeah, we can try to do that. Yeah, try to do what the authority have arranged the kind of Jumat. That would be the best. Yeah. Now, any next question? Any next question from the Jama'ah? No question from the audience. I have some online question. Walaikum salam. Is it permissible to make korban in the name of Prophet Muhammad? No. Muhammad will say, this is from Muhammad and the family of Muhammad, and then to his ummah. So you korban, use your name. Yeah? Use your name. And for your family. Yeah? Walaikum salam. Reading Surah Al-Baqarah prevent shaitan from the house. In this case, when it is played on a cassette or an MP3 player in the house, is that okay? No, you have to recite. The shaitan don't disturb MP3. The shaitan don't disturb cassette. There's some disturb us as a human. Yeah, this is a good question. When we said that the Prophet said, whoever want to enter a house, a new house, or a place when he want to do business, then it's a new area, recite Surah Al-Baqarah, the whole surah in one sitting. Then shaitan will not be in that area because he don't like. This is how we do some kind of cleansing in our house. Okay? So somebody very smart, they invite the Imam of Haram of Mecca, and then they told me, I invite the Imam of Mecca to recite Al-Baqarah. I said, Mashallah, you must be very rich. Cassette is a tape, you see. Is that sufficient? But I still feel disturbed. I don't know why it's not powerful enough. Imam of Haraman reciting Quran in my house. I said, how he came? He said, no, I buy his CDs. I said, no. Everybody who stay there participate because you are staying there. Yeah, it's like this is your place. If you are sick, you take your medication. You don't call other people to take medicine on behalf of you. You can't do that. You can't do that, but you just have to do what the Prophet ﷺ taught us, recite. Yeah? Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yeah, Alhamdulillah, we are trying our best for those who are not able to be here to follow our program. Yeah. Yeah, may Allah bless us all in this blessed day of Zulhijjah. Yeah? Naam. Any last question from the Jama'ah here? No more question. Yeah, nothing more online. Yeah. So please, to all the brothers and sisters, what you have learned, you try your best. The books, actually, we have tried to look around. They don't have this book. We just have some copy, and we are waiting. We have sent a message to the to the company who produced this book. They said that if they can get it, they will try to send it to us. Yeah? This is a very, very good book that will teach us to have the right adab towards Allah, towards the Quran, towards the Prophet, yeah, towards ourselves, towards our family, towards our neighbor, towards Muslim in general, towards people who are not yet Muslim, animals, environment, and so on. Yeah, we will learn bit by bit. We hope that the little we have learned, we try to understand and try our best to implement it and share it with our family members. Yeah, please don't forget, for those who have no intention to make Qurban yet, you have the chance to have the intention and then stop cutting your hair and nails until the 10th of Zulhijjah. Yeah? Do it for the sake of Allah Rabbul Alameen. And if those who do not know how to participate, Al-Qadim, you can go on Al-Qadim website, or you can just ask our team after this. They will let you know how to participate in our program. Yeah? So when there's no more question, may Allah accept our deeds, forgive us for our wrongdoing, that we don't do it intentionally because we are not aware that following the Sunnah is so important. And even the Prophet said, Alaykum bi sunnati wa sunnatul khulafa ar-raja. I command you to follow my Sunnah and the way of my righteous Khalifa. So may Allah guide us, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make our life better, protect us, protect our family, our children, our grandchildren from further fitna, and also our country. Yeah. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika. Recite this dua together, brother and sister. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. The dua meaning, glory be to you, O Allah, all praise belong to you, and we bear witness there's none worthy of worship except you alone, and to you we ask for forgiveness, and to you we repent. May Allah forgive us and accept our repentance. Once again, we welcome Sister Tara Toes from US, who have been following our online program since the Ramadan until today. Yeah, may Allah protect her, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept her deeds. And may Allah also make those who are not well heal faster, become better, and those who are suffering a lot of pain, may Allah ease their suffering, and may Allah give all of us a good ending. Amin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.